we were on our way to Saskatoon. We were drinking on the way up there and popped some pills of ecstasy just around Clavette. And we had got to Saskatoon and went to the Odeon Center, went and partied at this rave the whole night. And I remember having lots of fun and lots of drinks and doing lots of drugs. And I remember leaving the place, got in the vehicle and went to some after party. And after that party, we had to make that decision of what do we do? You know, do we stay at a friend's place in town here, or do we go home? And we got into the truck and we headed out of Saskatoon. And at some point in time, I don't know when this was, but the driver felt that, one of the passengers, Danielle there, felt that, you know, my buddy wasn't good enough to drive, so they decided to switch drivers. And I remember talking with with Jason when he was beside me there, and eventually getting tired, so took off my seatbelt. I remember saying, "Night, man," and went to sleep. The next day, woke up. I was outside, laying in the grass. Nothing really seemed out of the ordinary, to be honest with you. It just felt like a normal day. Birds chirping, the wind was blowing, and then all of a sudden, it was I could hear screaming and crying, people yelling, and all this commotion going on. And at that point I tried to stand up, and I realized I didn't have the use of my legs. After a month of being in the university hospital, or a couple of months of being in the hospital, I was discharged. I decided to stay in Saskatoon. I started my outpatient therapy that September or that fall of after my injury. I decided to start speaking to high schools, and it felt really good to get a lot of this stuff off my chest. And from there, it just kind of started to snowball and got bigger and bigger, and started talking to more and more people. And my story might help 1 in 1,000 people maybe, but that 1 in 1,000 person is important. You know, I was probably that 1 in 1,000 that needed to hear that.